There we go.
Nice.
There's a brother.
Garrett, you're on fire, man.
Things are warming up.
Another good one.
Let's get this guy in. Oh. Another dandy. That's a nice fish. That was back-to-back casts anyways, again, just right along the bank there, and saw this one cruising with the one I had just caught too, and that one picked it up. Some nice stripes on that one.
All perky.
See you later, buddy. Cool. That was awesome. You think there's another one with them? That's what I mean when you get in an area where a number of them are loaded up. You can throw something finessey at them like this hair jig, or Jason's got a tube on now, and kind of pick them apart a little bit slower versus kind of crashing through them with a motion bait. But that's a fun bite. There's another one.
Another one?
Yep. That's cool. Lake Vermilion, baby. Oh, that's another good one.
Nice, 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 nice.
Like I was saying, you get in an area with a number of them. Once you've found them with the search bait, you just start picking them apart. Look at that one. Look at that one. Nice.
The colors on that one.
Nice stripes on that one. That's awesome. Get her back. There she goes. Well, that doesn't suck. That's cool. Like I said, just start picking them apart one by one. It's a slower process. It takes a little bit of patience to just slow down. And oh, there goes another one surfacing. But slow down and get on top of them. You don't know how many fish you'll miss when you just kind of bust through them with the search bait at times. So, yeah.
So, you know, one of the first things every fisherman does when he goes fishing with another person that he's never fished with before, I've never fished with Garrett, is he looks at what kind of rods he brings in the boat and all that kind of stuff. And Garrett, I couldn't help but notice, had a couple Elliott rods from Two Brothers Innovations in the boat with him today. And I am an ambassador for Two Brothers Innovations. And the company, located in Bemidji, Minnesota, is known for putting together a whole series of rods. Walleye rods, trolling rods, bass rods, muskie rods. But what they really focus on is basically creating a rod that gives you the tools that you need to go out and be successful on the water. Like, I'll give the analogy, like, can you build a house with just a screwdriver? You can't. You got to have multiple tools to build a house. Well, as a fisherman, when you're going bass fishing, you're going walleye fishing, for example, you need to have multiple tools with you, and your rods are those tools. Today, bass fishing wise, all right, this year Two Brothers came out with their Performance Bass Series, and I've got some of those in the boat with me today, as well as the Elliott Identity rod as well, the hair jig rod. But I'm just going to quick showcase those. You know, so here's a 610, all right, medium power, moderate fast action bait casting rod. What this one is designed to do is top waters, jerk baits, things like that. It's designed for that action of a rod to help these baits perform at their peak, really. And so whether it's castability, whether it's, you know, helping the bait perform the way it's supposed to perform in the water, the hook set aspect of things, all those things all get put into the rod here, as well as the action of the rod, the backbone of the rod when you're fighting fish like this. And so this one today, we've caught a couple fish on it, the Performance Bass, all right, this bait caster, like I said, the medium power, moderate fast action. And then from there, probably my next favorite rod I've been using this year is this one right here. And this is just essentially a great rod for whether you want to throw a Ned rig, yeah, a hair jig, 611, we got medium light power, so you got a little faster action on the tip. You can basically finesse fish a little bit more. That's why it's great for those types of things to feel along the way, but great castability. Pair it with your favorite reel, pair it with your favorite line. I like high vis line with a fluorocarbon leader. But these performance bass rods, my first time using them, and I so far have been super impressed with how they handle, how they sit in your hand, every little part of things. That's the great thing about Two Brothers, is they pay attention to little things when it comes to the reel seat, to how it fits in your hand, to the width of the grip, how the grip feels, and then obviously the rod itself. And then Garrett today, he brought on this one, and this is a gem as well. And last year they came out with the Elliott Identity lineup, and exactly what it is, it's the thumbprint. It is the part of the rod that is specific to the presentation that you're trying to fish. This is specific to the Elliott Identity hair jig rod, and as you're seeing, we're catching a lot of fish on hair jigs, and this rod is a gem, because when you're casting these light hair jigs like this, these light presentations, you have to have that whip effect to get it out there, not only for casting, but then for feeling those subtle bites when those fish come up and grab the hair jig, for example. So once again, I mean, this is one of the high end in terms of like right at the top of the lineup, but you can find a rod within the whole 2B series, whether it's the Two Brothers Innovations, it's the 2B series, the series itself, the Genesis series, the Identity series, the Performance Bass series. They all have different things they can do for you. And so, I mean, if I were to tell you to go out there, and obviously you can spend a lot of money on rods, but definitely have a variety of types of actions of rods, lengths of rods, all those things can come into play when you're fishing for whether it's bass or walleyes or other species. They all have that purpose. You can't take a musky rod and go crappie fishing, right? You got to have the right rods to be essentially successful on the water. And so check them out, Two Brothers Innovations, Bemidji, Minnesota. They got a specific rod, price points for all different anglers. And once you get a couple of them in your hand, trust me, you're going to want to ask for a lot more of them on your Christmas list this next year.